We're just getting ourselves set up here for live. If you're joining us, hello, hello. Yeah, Max. What do you think? Are there going to be snacks today and toys? Yeah, we'll get going to some fun in a few minutes. My goodness, hello, hello. I see Mississippi's here. Raising Cane, our moderator. Karen. Chandadam, hello, hello. Only positive waves? Yeah, we love that. Right. We'll just get ourselves going here for Facebook as well, buddy. I know. Isn't that good? Head toss. Head toss. I know, Max. Here we go. All right, we're live on all the platforms, buddy. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Marco. We were thinking about streaming live outside today, but fire smoke came blowing in. So we are indoors. Hi, Cheryl's Park. Suzanne, hello, hello, hello. So, Max, what do you think? You want some snackaroos? We made just some snacks. Yeah, I just have to go get them. You want some eggies? I know, Max, it's tough to be a bird. Gone through that already, haven't we? Yeah, tough. I'm just giving everyone a chance to join. Max, I've got a really special cup for you today. Yeah, really special cup, one of the heart cups. We're saving those ones for your streams, aren't we? Yeah. Just have to learn how to count. Right. Just have to divide up snacks here, honey. And then they have to cool a little bit, okay? Gotta cool. Gotta cool. I know, Max, you're watching so closely. What do you want? Do you want eggies? Do you want to tell me you want eggies? Do you want eggies, honey? You could talk to me about eggies. And then they might materialize. What do you want for breakfast? a pattern. We've been going outside in the mornings and we're not doing it today. It's too smoky out. Yeah. Hi, Thomas. What do you want, Max? Do you want some eggies? Do you want eggies? We could do eggies. Oh boy. We definitely could do eggies this morning. Okay, you want those, huh? Can you touch green? Can you touch green? Touch green. Touch green. That's right, honey. Good job. You earned them. Good job. Hey, sweeties. Would you like some eggies too? I have some eggies for you. You want eggies? Those good? Yeah. Those are good. Eggies? Yes. How about you? Eggies? Not fingers, eggies. Thank you. That's right. That's right, buddy. Eggies are not fingers. Yeah, T-Cal sometimes has a little bit of a hard time distinguishing between eggs and fingers. His eyesight's not what it used to be. Hello, hello, everybody joining us. Someone's saying the screen's black, but is anyone else having problems? Looks okay? Okay, good to hear. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Axel Hug. Hi, Tyrone. It's good to see everyone joining us. Hi, Cam. Max is definitely enjoying his Beak Fest. Quite tasty, right, Max? Oh. I've got my coffee, and as tradition, I'll just stick out here to show you what I'm drinking for my coffee cup. This one is a coffee cup that was given to me by a dear friend. That was given to me by Sheila. I'm just hoping that one actually made it onto the camera. Make it onto the camera? There we go. Just in case. All right. Yeah. And Sheila was T-Cal's first family. She passed a year and a half ago, and yeah, it's always nice to have something to remember her by. And yeah, I do that with my morning coffee cups. Each morning coffee cup has a story. My goodness, my goodness. It's good to see everybody joining us today. Yeah. Hi, Sylvia. Good to see you. Yeah, we're streaming on both Facebook and YouTube. So if you're wondering why you're hearing names being called out that you don't see in the comments, that's why. And we've got our moderator, Raising Kane. She's helping answer questions and keeping an eye on the chat for me, which is super fantastic. So we just had our eggies, right, Max? Were those good? Were those good? Usually after eggies, Max appreciates a bit of pasta. Do you want a sticky pasta? Yeah. Here. Oh, you want that? Okay, you get that. Hi, Mississippi. Yeah, to become a moderator, you have to be a long-time viewer, and we have to get to know you. Oh my goodness, Max. I'm just washing my hands here quickly. Oh boy. Yeah, so update on the week. Max had a great week. We were able to go outside most days, and he quite enjoyed himself on that. Angela, your coffin sounds sweet. Yeah, Kim, we like to bring a bit of joy. Yeah, so Max has done a lot of walking, a lot of construction supervising. It's kind of nice. The construction workers have mostly moved on to other buildings. They're going to be back to do the eaves trough and screens and a few other, and garage door and a few other things, but it's getting there. Is that good, buddy? Oh, did you want another one, honey? We could do that. One more. One more crunchy pasta. I heard from both Einstein and Tango, neither of them are going to make it today, but they're both fine. Good evening, Black Cat. Morning here. Well, you know, Thomas, most of my flock likes crunchy pasta. We kind of jokingly call it sticky pasta because it's a stick of pasta. Ba-dum-bum. Mango, however, prefers his cooked. The rest of the flock likes cooked too, but it's kind of a nice little treat. Oh my goodness, Black Cat. Black Cat just gifted 5 Max the Moluccan memberships. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, Black Cat. So Randall, I'm excited. Randall Wong received a gift membership. Marie, Jeanette, Madame Van Kook, and Big Beal. Oh my goodness, how sweet of you, Black Cat. Memberships, for those of you who don't know, over on YouTube are a bonus tier. You know, We appreciate you no matter how you choose to support the channel. You can support the channel by watching videos, by liking, by commenting. But if you want to do something a bit more, we do have memberships available. On YouTube, memberships give you some perks. They give you access to some really nifty emojis. They give you early access to all of our weekly videos, Monday to Friday. Those videos release early for members. And by early, as soon as I upload them, you have access. So it's usually midnight, 1 a.m. my time. And so you get a little bit of early access there. You get a special emoji beside your name in super chats and comments. And some extra content on our when we do some posts on YouTube. We also have memberships available on Facebook. Our Facebook membership page, it's a subscribers page. It has some extra content. We do some extra videos. Yeah, but just let us know what you want to see in the subscriber sections. And as the subscriber sections grow, we do a bit more. Bird Love is asking, would we ever do a Patreon? I don't know. Is there any value to doing that, Bird Love? Because we've got our memberships already. You know, there's lots of ways to support us. It might be something I'll look at after Max's hatchiversary. Max has his 31st hatchiversary coming up on July the 1st. I'm going to talk about that for a minute because we have something special. Max has a lot of empathy for his feathered friends in rescues. And we have a very, very special fundraiser happening for Greta's Roost. Greta's Roost is one of our local rescues, and it's one that Mango, it was almost where he went to, but he came to us instead. But they do a fantastic job, a really fantastic job of helping birds who are in need of homes, whether they're no longer wanted or the parents are just unable to care for them. They are a foster-based rescue, which means that their costs are quite low, but they still have costs. You know, rescues are expensive. You've got the cost of food, you've got the cost of vet, you've got the cost of housing. Quite often when birds come into rescue, they're in inappropriate cages. What does that mean? The cage might be too small, the cage might be damaged, rusty, etc. And our friends over at Greta's are in desperate need of large cages. So we're doing a fundraiser for them. Our hope is to be able to get them 10 extra large cages that are appropriate for a bird the size of Max or Mango or a macaw, because those birds do come into the rescues. And they spend a lot of time in cages. They need a decent cage. And quite often the cages these birds are coming in are not usable. So with large birds, one thing you might not realize is cage quality really matters, because with those beaks, they can break through the bars very, very quickly. So we're trying to help our friends over at Greta's Roost arrange a pallet of cages for large parrots. Now, that means a bit of fundraising. So we have a fundraiser going right now. It's a GoFundMe. And the link is, it should be a pinned comment on Facebook. And Sharon's going to post it into the chat in a minute. But it is in the description of our videos. And we're just asking you to help us support the rescue. We've got lofty goals. And we're hoping that this is something you can do to honor all of the birds in rescue. As you know, Max came from a bad situation himself, and he's now living his best life. But there are a lot of birds who definitely need some special treatment. So in honor of TCal's 50th hatchiversary, which was last weekend, and in honor of Max's hatchiversary, which is coming up on the 1st, and in honor of all of the birds in rescue, I want to encourage everybody to make a donation to Greta's. We've got the links up right now, and that GoFundMe, all of the funds are going straight over to Greta's. Help us make a big difference. Yeah. Even if you can only afford the cost of a cup of coffee, that's great. That helps. I'm going to tell you one other thing about that GoFundMe. The GoFundMe is in Canadian dollars, which means you only need to donate, just 1 minute here. Alexa, what is $5 Canadian in US dollars?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, 5 Canadian dollars is worth US $3.66.
So if you're in the US and you donate $3.66, you've just contributed $5 Canadian to the fundraiser. Doesn't that sound great? So your dollars do stretch a bit further. But yeah, it's a really, really great way to support parrot rescue. And what we love about it is we raise the funds that go directly into Greta's. Greta's got some money. We don't have to administer any of that. And Black Cat says no PayPal. Yeah, that fundraiser is just getting going. But yeah, if you want to get Max something for his hatchiversary, consider a donation to that GoFundMe, because it's going to make us super exciting. Yeah, GoFundMe has a few different options. Yeah, Angela, the super sweet of you with your cage. Check out your local rescues on that one. With groups like Greta's, they're looking for cages that are not damaged, that are in excellent shape, and that are relatively local. And all of the rescues here have been looking for cages. And we just decided we were going to support Greta's because they are such a fantastic rescue. Some of our friends here locally do foster for Greta's, which is fantastic. And, Calgary Parrot Club does a lot of regular fundraisers to support parrot rescue, including groups like Greta's. And every little bit helps. Absolutely. One of the big kickers in Canada with cages is to get them over here. Shipping is quite expensive. Now that's the cost of cages, but that's one of the reasons we're trying to raise enough to do a pallet of cages, and we're looking at King's cages because they are really, really high quality and guaranteed you're not going to have a cockatoo or a Moluccan breaking out of those, the same as you might have with another lighter weight cage. So we're looking at those, and we are looking at bringing in a full pallet. And that's going to make the best use of shipping rather than them trying to buy cages sort of one at a time. If we can pull in a pallet, we can make sure that they are set up, and we can make sure that they're getting the best deal possible. We're also able to get them at an incredibly good price, heavily discounted. So we are not paying retail for them, but we do need to do our absolute best to get that pallet. And one thing I'm really hoping is if we do get the pallet, I'm going to talk to Kings as well and see if they can toss something extra in for us. And maybe they can help us out a little bit on this too. Yeah, these big cages are incredibly expensive, which is super frustrating. It's big birds. It's not. You're not talking about the $20 cage that you have down at the Pet Mart. You're talking about cages that are large enough for the bird to be able to stretch their wings. To give you an idea about the size of Max's cage, I can stand up in Max's cage. I can put my arms out to either side and not touch the edges of the cage. Max does not spend a lot of time inside of his cage, but he does spend some time. As most of you know, right now I'm looking for a job for myself. I got laid off not that long ago. And don't worry about me, folks. I'm in great shape for that. But if I end up working out of the home, that means the flock has to stay home. They're spending a lot more time in cages. Optimally, I'll be working from home where I'm around. But even when I work from home, the flock does spend time in cages. So, I mean, you know, Max's cage is that big. And Max's cage, I've had that cage since, oh boy, that particular cage I think I've had since 1998. We did a little bit of a cage shuffle with the flock, and Max actually decided he really liked this cage. But even back then, that cage was around $700, and I mean today, much more expensive. Yeah. Sharon says Wendell's new cage was $750 without shipping. So Sharon, you look at that, you convert it into Canadian dollars, and you add shipping and customs to that. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we've got such a lofty goal. But you know what? I think we can do it. You know, if everyone donates even a few dollars, you know, donate the cost of a cup of coffee. If you drink super fancy coffee, that might be a little bit more. But I mean, if you drink regular coffee, it's only a few dollars, right? But yeah, that's just what we think would be a really nice way to honor the flock for the hatch anniversaries. Right, Max? Sending condolences out to Angela on the loss of her baby. Yeah. All right, well, let's talk a little bit more about what's going on next weekend. Next weekend, the Calgary Parrot Club has a fundraiser going on. I know it's the season of fundraisers. Calgary Parrot Club actually supports a number of local rescues. Calgary Parrot Club supports Greta's Roost, Mika's Safe House, as well as Grey Haven. And a few other rescues. Those are sort of the main ones. Sometimes Birdline. But when the rescues are struggling and they need some help, they usually will reach out to the local parrot clubs. And Calgary Parrot Club does a lot of fundraising. A number of activities that we do to raise funds. Our big one, of course, is Parrot Palooza. And funds are raised there just from admission. And, you know, we put on an incredible event, but a lot of volunteer hours go into that. But we also have our, no, I do not want my computer to restart, thank you. I'm in the middle of streaming. Thank you, computer. Well, that was fun. Yeah, just about lost my Facebook stream. Yeah, but next weekend they have their outdoor barbecue. And the barbecue is an annual tradition with the Calgary Parrot Club. It's hosted by our friends over at Barks and Feathers. I may have just gotten that wrong. I'm just pulling a blank on the name. I can't look it up right now, but I'm sharing out information about that. So if you are in Calgary or the Calgary area, I strongly encourage you to come out next Saturday to the Calgary Parrot Club barbecue. I'm going to be posting some reminders about it on my page. If you need to know where it is, you can message me. We're going to be on the Calgary News, where actually Max is going to the morning show this week, which is super exciting. We always love seeing our friends over at the morning show. But yeah, so we're busy helping promote that. But $10 Canadian gets you, a smoky and some chips and a pop or whatever else. So it's a really affordable barbecue. If you have birds of your own and they need a wing or claw trim, Barks and Feathers is doing that for a minimum donation of $20 to the Parrot Club. So that's fantastic. It's a great chance to raise a bit of funds. Our friends Parrot Trends are going to be there with a table of goodies for sale. So if you want to pick up anything from Parrot Trends, great opportunity to. Parrot Trends, when they do events like the barbecue, they've only got limited space. So if there's something specific you are going there and hoping to find, you can order it off of Parrot Trends online and ask to pick it up at the barbecue. So that's for folks who are local. So she's going to be there. Max is going to be there. Gizmo's going to be there. A lot of members of the Parrot Club are going to be there, along with their birds. Max, your friend Brian's going to be there. Yeah. And Corky's dad, Corky might be there. And Thumper might be there. Yeah, you like Thumper. Who else is going to be there? I know. Oh, those are your toes, honey. Those are your toes. So, now one thing about the timing of the barbecue. It's Saturday morning. So we are not going to have our regular Saturday live stream next weekend. But we will do a makeup stream. I haven't decided yet if we're going to do it later in the day Saturday or perhaps on Sunday. But we will do a makeup stream, so you will see us. But it's not going to be at our regular time for our Saturday stream. We might be able to do a quick pop-up from the barbecue, but I never guarantee that because we always seem to get really busy talking to everybody. But yeah, it's a great opportunity to come out and support a good cause. But yeah, so that's what's happening in Calgary. Oh, Carrie, Max is going to be so excited because when we do the morning show, Brian's going to be there too. I know, and your friend Gina. Yeah. So exciting. Yeah. And the flock have been so good about the morning show. I mean, first time that Max did live TV, it definitely was something where I was not sure how it was going to go. Because it was either going to go incredibly well, or Max was going to have a meltdown being inside of a studio and not knowing what was going on. It was, it was 50-50. I was a little bit nervous, but Max, he behaved impeccably. He was just a little gentleman. He sat on my knee. He behaved himself. It was fantastic. Isn't that right, Max? You are such a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. So Max, what do you want to do? Do you want one more crunchy and then we can play some birdie games? It's pretty hot in here today, unfortunately. Here. One more crunchy? You either want it or you don't. You're going to drop it, aren't you? You're going to drop it. I know you. Yeah, it's warm in here, but with the air quality, I don't want to open up any windows. Hopefully the air clears a bit. If you're curious what the smoke situation is in Canada, there's a really great site called firesmoke.ca. And that will show you where the fires are and where the smoke is blowing and how thick the smoke is. And you can get a good feel for that. The other one I like looking at is the Purple Air page. If you Google Purple Air quality, it will show you live sensor readings from all over. Well, I know it's all over North America. I think they might be Europe as well. I'm not sure, but it shows you what the live readings are for air quality in your area based on people who've purchased Purple Air sensors and installed them and hooked them up to upload data to the web. And I love that because it's real time. I think they pull the sensors every 10 minutes. And sure, some sensors are going to be installed in weird places that are going to get weird pockets of readings. But if you have 50 sensors in your area and 49 of them say the air quality is good and one of them says, hey, there's something wrong, you're pretty safe to know that it's to discard that off reading. If 49 of them say that the air quality is bad and one says it's great, I discard that one too. But it's pretty good just to see the crowdsourcing stuff. So next Saturday, I'm not going to be able to do the regular live stream. Purple Air wasn't working for Sharon. Yeah, no, this is really the first day that we've been hit by wildfire smoke of the year. So, I mean, we're already into June, so this is far better than a couple of previous years. And it's not super, super bad, but it wasn't great. Even Environment Canada, I do check that one for air quality as well, but it only pulls once an hour. And only from the airport. So, and smoke can move. Smoke can definitely change. Right, Max? Yes, it can. So last weekend, oh my goodness, last weekend was definitely exciting with T-Cal's hatch anniversary. T-Cal, did you want something? But mango! Mango! Sis? Hi. Okay, Max? Can you touch green? Green. Touch green. Touch green. Look what I have. Do you want to touch green for me? Touch green. You want this? Touch green. I'm only going to wait for one more minute, and then I'm going to go offer it to somebody else. Touch green if you want it. You might be full. Yeah, are you full? Okay, you don't want to touch. That's fine. Tico, ring a bell. Ring. Ring it better, ring it louder. Ring. That was a nice ring. Good job. You earned a snack. You earned a snacky snack. So Max, you look like you're kind of contemplative. Would you like to chew on a bit of wood? How about I cut you some wood? Okay. Nice piece of wood for you, Max. You want to have choo-choo? Want this? You want to touch green? Touch green. There, that's what you wanted. Good job. Good job. Were you showing off your under fluffies, honey? We're going to have a little bit of wood carving. Mango, do you want some wood too? Pop's brought you some really nice chunks of wood. How's this one? Oh, it's got a knot in it. There. Good job! Good job! Yeah. Mango definitely likes larger chunks of wood than Max does. Max is going to do a bit of carving. Hello, Axel. Hello, Nesquik. Oh, they Did you drop it? Did you drop? Okay, Max. Cut this one more time. We're almost out of ability to cut this wood. Okay. Because it's getting really small. Okay. You finished that block? Do you want another block? Here, what's this? That's a different shape. I know. The end of that 2x4. Hello. Max, can you get your meat into that? Yeah. What a good boy. Dig a beak in. Yes, I remember Nesquik. It was, you mixed it into milk to make chocolate milk. Lots of advertising on that one in the 80s. Didn't they have a rabbit? Did you drop it? Sorry, Max, this one's mine. I made Rice Krispie squares this week. I'm just having a quick munch. Black Cat says most German supermarkets have Nesquik. Oh, that is so cool. I don't know if it's still a thing up in Canada or not. It's not something I've gone looking for. All right, so Max, what game do you want to play? Oh my goodness, we just had a sale on our Etsy store. that chime? I'm just going to take a quick look. It's always exciting. I can't look from here. Let's see. Susan just ordered from our Etsy store. I can't quite see what she ordered right now because I am streaming from here, but it's pretty cool. No, we do have an Etsy store, folks, if you're looking for some goodies. And one of the goodies that we've got are keychains. And this one's a really popular design. This particular one here this one, Cockatoo on a Branch. It's mango. It's super sweet. We've restocked this one. I'm just going to hold it up here for Facebook folks as well. I know I've got two cameras here. What do you think, Max? Is that one pretty? That one's really pretty. We've got, and that one, we also have that design available on with Max wearing one of his little hoodies. We've got Tico keychains, Tikal keychains, heart keychains, a whole bunch. So those are available. They're kind of cool. We've got magnets. We've got, what else do we have? We have acrylic pins. I'm just taking a quick look what I've got down here. There's a pin right there. Let's just bring that pin over. This one is actually a new design of pin. There we go. That's kind of sweet. And this one is right there. I'm just going to hold it up here. Hopefully get a nice focus on it too for our Facebook folks. But acrylic pin. It's got a pin back on it. And we also have the metal locking pin backs available for them. But they're nice, they're shiny, they're small. They work well on labels, on bags, as stitch counters if you knit or crochet. I had somebody tell me they use them for that. Pins on bulletin boards. So many options. You know, it always astonishes me how many different uses they have. And of course we have fridge magnets. One of our new designs, one of our most popular designs right now is Vogue. I'll bring Vogue over for a minute. And that's the guy right there. And I'm just going to shift it over here for the other camera. And that's Max wearing his hoodie on a mock-up of Vogue magazine cover. Kind of fun. So we've got lots of goodies on the Etsy store. So if you're looking for that, you don't know how to find our goodies, just go to maxmoluccan.com and you can find it. I regularly do post links into the store, but you can also send us a message if you can't find it. Oh my goodness, Max, what kind of game do you want to play now? You want to play some birdie games? You're looking pretty calm. What do you want to play? Let's go find some toys. What haven't you played with in a bit? Okay. Oops. I did not intend to do that. Just dumped a whole bunch of toys. All right, Max, I'll be back in a minute. Well, that did not work out at all, did it? Okay, let's pick those up. Goodness, Max. Goodness gracious me. Goodness gracious me. Okay, these ones are always kind of fun. We've got a super sticker from Daisy. £1.49 from Daisy. Thank you, Daisy. Want this? That was fun to chew. Your brother likes those too. Yeah. The finger trap. John, we get it. Auto defect sabotages us all. That fun to chew on? Hello, H. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is that good, buddy? Yeah. That's fun. Oh, you're done. You want to play catch? Let's see. Good job. I'm going to sneak that out. Who wants the finger trap? Do you want the finger trap, Mango? Mango, do you want a finger trap? Take. Reach. Take. I can't reach it all the way today. You got to come to it. That's right. Well, go get it then. You dropped it. You're the one who dropped it, honey. I'm not chasing it. Oh, boy. Cups. Okay, buddy. Do you want to play catch again? Want to play catch? Catch. Oh, that one's a bit dusty. Here. Oops, that did not work. How about a cup? How about another cup? Bang! Oh, I did not toss that right. That did not work. Try this one. Shoo. Don't throw it. Chew it. There you go. Good job, Max. With where I currently have the camera sitting, I don't have good reach. Yeah, so right now I've got Max set up just in a little hallway. On this side is the door to go downstairs, and on that side is a bathroom. John, so glad you joined us. Yeah, so I mean, it's, we've got limited space here, but that's okay. I've got another toy for you, Max. This is one that your brother Mango really likes. So just took a bottle, washed it. It's a plastic bottle. Put some pasta inside of it so it shakes. You shake it. Oh, you tossed it. Oh, buddy. Oh, boy. Let's see. I don't have any cord down here right now. Can you get in? Your brother knows how to open it. Mango loves playing with these. And Mango also will hold on to it, won't he? You solve it? That how it works? Oh, error. Here, can you get in? Can you get in? Yeah. That did not work. How about I put it there for you? Okay. It's on the ground. Yeah, I was getting tired of holding it, honey. All right. Got some tossing toys here. Hi, Megan. You want to catch? It's another tossing toy. Whoops. There it went. Another choo-choo. Your brother needs to come over, huh? Yeah, TKL loves his choo-choos. Good job. There. Oh, that spins. Here. Good job. Good job. What about this one? Catch this one? It's a bolt. Oops, I dropped it. Let's see what else we got in here. Here. You catch? It's a nut. Different kind of nut though, huh? Yeah. And what else we got in here? Oh, we got, whoops, this. Monkey. Oops, monkey on the floor. Those monkeys are a barrel of fun, aren't they? What if I hook the monkey here? You see the monkey? Want to catch this guy? Catch. You can catch. Good. Chew time. Chew time. Mississippi, I hope you have fun at your school. You did good, Max. You did really good. So what else would you like to do, Max? Huh? You played catch. You're kind of half-hearted about catch today. Let's see what else we got over here. Hi. And there's another one. Once more toys. This. Same idea, but a smaller little bottle. You know how to break into that one, don't you? You sure do. And I have a rattle for you. So you can get some toys to string it up with. Okay? Put that through there. Can you get in? Yeah, you can get in. So supervised only, folks. So Max knows how to open this. He's not eating any of the plastic. He's just breaking through it. It's called creative recycling, folks. So we noticed that there was something inside that rattles, and he understands what's inside. So this one's a great foraging toy, but a supervised foraging toy. Oops, drop that. Yeah, get rid of it. What's inside? Ooh, you dropped it, honey. Let's try that again. Let's see what's inside. Okay, I'm gonna refill it. I'm going to pop this here, okay? That's your rattle. You got that a few weeks back, didn't you? I'm gonna play with your rattle. Oops. Backwards. Let's flip it the other way so that people can see it, okay? There, what's this? Gonna play with it? No, you're gonna play with that. Okay, that's fine. You can play with whatever you want to play with, honey. It's up to you. You solved it, yeah. So just a word, if you've got birds of your own, soft plastic like that, you notice I let Max play with it, but I was watching him the whole time. It's all about supervision. That's a toy I would not give him inside of his cage, because I know that he's going to be chewing at it, and I want to make sure that he's chewing on it the way that I expect him to. But, you know, it's kind of fun for him. It's a different texture. It's something he could do. Yeah. Did you have a good day, Max? So I'm just going to recap. Right now we're inside because of Wildfire smokes. So I don't know if we'll be able to do a patio pop-up this weekend or not. Next weekend we have the Parrot Club barbecue. I'll try to do a quick pop-up from the barbecue, but there are no guarantees. If you are in the Calgary area, make sure you pop out. Max is going to be there. I'm going to be there. Gizmo's going to be there. Yes, that Gizmo. He lives close to us. Members of the Parrot Club are going to be there. Brian's going to be there. Thumper's going to be there. A whole bunch of birds and a whole bunch of people. Our friends at Parrot Trends are going to be there. Yeah, and the barbecue goes rain or shine. Now, if we have really bad weather, so if it's raining or if we have bad smoke conditions, Max might not go because he cannot handle bad smoke, and you'll notice that no birds will be there if that's the case, but it'll be a bunch of people from the Parrot Club, and I'll be representing the flock. Right, Max? But it really depends on the weather, but the barbecue goes rain or shine. Yeah. No, so it's going to be fun, right, Max? And this week we're going to be on TV. We're doing the morning show. Yeah, it's going to be fun, isn't it? You're doing the morning show with Brian. You're going to see Frost and Sid. Who else are you going to see? I know. And your brother's beginning to lose it. So I'm just going to hop over to Facebook for comments for a minute. Angie says she can't make the barbecue. I don't know who else is going to be at Palooza right now, Angie. So I'm just going to scroll back here through the Facebook. Linda sent stars on Facebook. Thank you, Linda. Sent 100 stars. She sent 50 stars. Thank you, thank you. Sylvia likes the t-shirt with the whole flock too. Sylvia, we've got a bunch of different t-shirt designs. Some of them we do have local, some of them are not local, but if you are looking for a t-shirt, feel free to message us and we can check what we've got on stock here. Yeah, Angie, we can, if you want to get one of those in a particular color and a particular design, let me know. I can make sure I can order it in for you. I just need a bit of time. Hi, Kath. Yeah, Paul, Max is very smart. He knows. Angie says next Saturday is looking at 20 Celsius with low risk storms next weekend. Yeah, big, and Angie, we all know that the weather can change so quickly. When you're looking a week out, you're looking at what it looks like today. But as we get closer in, we'll have a better feel. But we're hoping for good weather, and I'm really hoping for low smoke. Reminder that we've got our fundraiser for Greta's Roost. And it's in honor of TCal's 50th hatchiversary and Max's 31st hatchiversary. Max turns 31 on Canada Day, which is July the 1st. I know, I'm teaching everyone when Canada Day is. It's Max Day. Yeah, but really hoping we can get some folks supporting that fundraiser. The more support, the better off there. Yeah. And Paul's saying hello to you, Mango. So we had stars from Linda and Sylvia, which we really, really appreciate. Mango sometimes gets a bit excited. So you know what's really funny about Mango? He'll sometimes get excited just as we're at, like yesterday, the whole stream, or last week, the whole stream. But today he's a little bit excited right now. And as soon as I quit streaming, he's going to say, right then, it's nap time. Carrie's hatchiversary. Now, you get a hatchiversary too, Carrie. You're an honorary flock member, so you get to celebrate a hatchiversary on June 30th. So that's awesome. Yeah. Bye, Black Cat. So glad you joined us. Hi, Miss Linus. So good to see you. Kim asks how long I've had Max. Max is 30 years old. He turns 31 on July the 1st. He has been with me since he was 10 years old. And he's a rescue. When I met him, he was living in a basement. He knew how to bite. He knew how to scream. Now he goes on walks in a harness, wears hoodies, and lives the absolute life of adventure. So yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Sharon. Sharon just sent out a link for Carrie on YouTube. It is a link to our Hatchiversary videos. A happy Hatchiversary. Yeah. So Canada Day, July 1st, we will have a big birthday party for Max. Alexa, what day of the week is July 1st?
July 1st, 2025 is on a Tuesday.
Okay, so his actual hatchiversary is on a Tuesday. So it'll be a long weekend for us, or a day off in the middle of the week. So we're going to do something special on his birthday, but we're probably going to celebrate his hatchiversary the Saturday before, so we'll make sure that we have a lot of fun. Douglas asks, how long do these birds live? Douglas, I'm going to flip that around to you and say, how long do humans live? It's the same with birds. It depends a lot on health. It depends on predisposed genetic factors. It depends on diet and exercise and all of that stuff. Are you doing a dance for us, Max? You going to go poops? Go poops. Doing the poopy dance? You look like you got to go poop. You don't want to go on camera, I know. But cockatoos, large Moluccan cockatoos, can live as long as a human. They can live 80, 90, 100 years old. However, a lot depends, on health. Like we've lost a number of big Moluccans that were, late 20s, early 30s. I think everybody remembers, if you've been on the bird community for a while, you remember Pink Floyd, you remember Iago, and some of those other really special Moluccans. So we're hoping that Max is long lived, and we're doing our best to make sure that he's happy and healthy and he's living his best life possible. But you never know. You never know. That's true, Bird Love. Carrie is a human flock member, not just honorary. I think what I was going for, Karen, is that she's an honorary. She gets a hatchiversary. Yeah, I did not put that well, but I think you knew where my heart was, Carrie. I think you knew what I was going for. Exactly. Sharon says, you don't know, Bozo should have lived another 10 years or so. Absolutely. You look at our friend Gonzo, who was a Timney African Grey. He lived into his 60s. Timney's lifespan are 40 to 50 years. And he was wild caught, so he could have been older than that. He was 61 when he passed. That was amazing. So you never know. Like, there's always going to be outliers on any species, right, Mango? Yes. Oldest flock member we have is T-Cal, who is now 50 years young. So he is very much a senior. He's a little senior. And he's definitely slowing down. He walks much more carefully. I mean, don't we all, as we get older, we step a little bit more carefully. He's, I think he has a bit of arthritis just watching the way that he moves. His eyesight's definitely not where it used to be. I mean, he's, especially in low light, finger or treat, they can be indistinguishable. Yeah. A lot depends on their early lives as well. And, you know, with Max, he didn't have a great first 10 years. Mango. Even with Tico. Tico's been with me since he was 6 months old. But that does not mean that I've always done everything right. When Tico was young, I used to feed him peanuts all the time because I thought that's what you did. Right? I mean, there were peanuts in food mixes and everything. I didn't know about aspergillosis. I fed him on seeds for years because I didn't know that formula was better, or the crunchies, the formulated foods are healthier. So, you know, I keep learning and I keep doing better by the flock. I know, Tico, telling me to whisper. You know, Tico still gets his sunflower seeds, but all in moderation. All in moderation. Yeah. Yeah, Carrie, Tico even mumbles like an old man. So true. So true. Yeah, Angie, it was so cool to meet you at Parrot Palooza a couple of years ago. And I know you've got a couple of Max keychains and goodies. Yeah. So folks, I think we're going to end the stream. And I will talk to you later in the week. I'll try and do an extra pop-up this weekend outside on the patio if the weather cooperates. But yeah, so Mango, you just want to be heard, huh? Yes, honey. Hi. Hi, Tico. That was a very good hi. Oh, now you're telling me to whisper. I love you, Mango. I love you. Yeah, yeah. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to end the stream. I want to thank everybody for joining us. It is so wonderful to see everybody. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you again, Black Cat. Thank you to everyone for the super stickers and the stars. Wow, that was loud. So, sweetie, I'm right here. You don't need to flock call that loud. And now Max is going off. My goodness gracious me. Raisin Keaton says, I need to make a whisper and a bird breath conversation bubble. So true. Did you know that we have parrot poetry in magnet form. And did you know that, yeah, whispers included. I believe word breath is included. We've got a lot of fun stuff in there. Yeah. Oh, and that's one other thing. If you're planning on coming to the barbecue in Calgary next Saturday, and you want to order something from our store and pick it up at the barbecue, you can do that. Just make sure you order it in advance and let me know that you're picking it up, and I can make sure I bring it. And then no shipping if you're meeting me up for that. Sharon says she loves her magnetic poetry at work. Everyone loves playing with them. Yeah, and it's definitely a twist. It's birdie poetic magnet poetry. So lots of fun. Bok, everybody. See you next time. Love each and every one of you. Max, can I get a bok? Can I get a bok? Bok. You don't have any box in you right now. You know, I didn't think so, but I thought I would ask. What do you want to do, Mango? It's your turn next. You get to play with Mums. All right, folks. Bok. Yeah, he is definitely sleepy. Ooh, there we go. And the stream with a close-up. What a dance.